Maybe
you
there's
were unaware of it, but you found it.
I found it. I found the other outlet.
Yeah.
On it as well too. They posted it a short time ago. So
who found
postman,
it?
Huh?
Birch found it,
Ryan
and then
Berchinger.
you went and looked at it.
And then I found another source who had it as well.
How
too.
do you find it, Christopher
What was the other
Columbus,
source?
if he already found it?
How did I find it?
Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't lost. You just went and looked at it.
so I found another article on it.
So
That's
you
how I
saw
found it.
another article
Yes.
on it.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I found
you didn't
another
find it. You were aware of the article. You were aware of the story, so
Well-
you went and read it, but it
well,
was a different article.
So, because you're not in studio, so what I did is I was like looking it up on my computer.
Oh, that's going to be $10.
Yeah, I was looking it up
That's
on my
gonna
computer.
Be $10.
Well, you can find that. I was looking it up on my
Dang.
computer, and I saw it on the New York Post. So I'm just wondering, maybe my point is maybe there's some gambling stuff going on here. Maybe that's why the suspension is happening. Maybe some people are wondering, there's 11 missed calls in a game. Maybe there's some further investigations going to be done on this. That's what I'm thinking about.
I mean, I just love how you go to the worst case scenario. Like it's got to be gambling. It's got to be an inside job.
That's
He's trying to.
That's what we do.
I'm just saying.
It's radio.
Hate 'em.
Do. That's what you do.
I hate them.
I am dedicated. I am TNT.
Team in Training will change your life with a marathon, half marathon, triathlon, or a cycle event, and you'll change the lives of blood cancer patients. Join TNT, fundraise for blood cancer patients, train with world-class trainers, and be part of the most exciting endurance sports events in the country. Or train on your own schedule with TNT Flex.
Join TNT now. Go to teamintraining.org.
Are you facing an unexpected financial emergency? You need WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com could help you get up to $5,000 fast. WeFixMoney.com is free to use, available 24/7, and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to the name you trust, WeFixMoney.com. If you need emergency cash up to $5,000 for bills or anything else, type WeFixMoney.com directly in your browser. That's WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com.
96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Wake up with Fescoe and Dusty from 6 to 10. Hang out with Cody and Gold from 10 until 2. And on your way home, tune in for The Drive with Carrington Harrison. Can't listen in the car? Listen live or on demand with the Odyssey app. And watch all the shows on YouTube or your favorite social media platforms. Your home for Chiefs football. Your home for Royals baseball. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Becca, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As an in-house designer, I can't wait for you to see our incredible selection of stylish and stackable rings. If you're shopping for your wedding bands, we have high-quality designs for every style and budget, from romantic to modern. If you're looking to add to a stack, your options are endless. Discover styles with clusters of gemstones, sleek all-metal designs, updated cigar bands, and signet rings perfect for an engraving. Because a friend knows you like options. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Century Roofing remains the best roofing company to call for insurance claims from storm damage, roof repair, and inspections throughout Kansas City. They were just voted as both the best roofing company in Johnson County for the 4th straight year and the best roofing company in all of Kansas City by readers of the Johnson County Post and the KC Star. So trust the pillars of strength and go with locally owned and female-owned Century Roofing at CenturyRoofingKC.com.
Century Roofing, trust the pillars of strength.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into paper airplanes headed to See Ya Never AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, the best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metrics, root score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Get ready, Chiefs Kingdom. We've got a powerhouse lineup of guests this season. Mitch Holtis, Danon Hughes, and Josh Klingler bring you insight from the booth to the field on weekdays and game days. Insider scoops from Nate Taylor and Josh Briscoe keep you up to date all week long. Former linebacker Derek Johnson, and oh yeah, two-time MVP Patrick Mahomes. Don't miss a minute all season long right here on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 Commanders, Monday Night Football with kickoff at 7:15 right here on 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Happy wonderful Thursday to all of you in Kansas City on this wonderful, wonderful morning. Slept good last night. Big day yesterday. Round 1 of 4 of mulching leaves in the yard.
God,
it has
starting
begun.
now. Yeah, it's like you get it done and then you look back and the whole yard is covered again with the leaves, especially after that windy day that we had 2 days ago. Blew a lot of them out of the trees. Yeah, so you do it in 4s, you said? You got 4s?
So I don't have all my trees haven't really shedded yet.
I
So
know.
yesterday, which you'd be surprised. So yesterday was just basically mow them all up, mulch them all up, get them all spread out. And then obviously the rain will come, knock a bunch down. Then we'll go out there and start bagging it and getting into it. But yeah, yesterday was just one of those I just get the big ones chomped up and kind of blow them around and get them,
Get them going. Get them going.
Fertilize the yard.
Yeah, that's what they like to tell you, right? Yes, get them back into that ground. Mulch it, Dusty. Mulch those leaves back in. So, yeah, today's like the last nice day for about a week that we're going to see here. It's supposed to be miserable tomorrow and through the weekend and everything. So, if you got your yard work, you need to get it done. It's got to be done today.
Gonna get folly.
Yeah.
Gonna get farfalle out there. Pasta, by the way, bow tie, fancy name for it. But yeah, it is that season, man. I'm excited for it because it's hoodies and chilies and all that sort of stuff type of weather. But speaking of food and speaking of sports, did you guys see Joe Flacco's press
I love
conference?
it. Yeah, it was great, right?
So,
I tell people all the time. I mean, I used to see guys sitting at a bar by themselves or, just sitting by themselves eating and grabbing a little meal. And I'm like, man, I feel so bad for that guy. Like, you almost want to go join him. And now I realize, that dude was in heaven. And not to say that's obviously not what I want. I'd rather be at home sitting at the dinner table with my kids and hearing what the hell they were talking about all day. But if you have to do it, then you might as well take advantage of it. So, just little things like that.
I thought that was interesting because obviously I sent you guys the text and I was like, well, I've been trying to tell you this for years. It's not actually bad, sitting there, having a nice dinner, because I think both sides can be right in this, because basically the way this started was Flacco went to Cincinnati, he was in Cleveland, and this is the first year, I believe, his family and kids didn't travel with him. He's like, I just want to keep my kids where they're at, keep their
Which
routine
is the
normal.
right thing to do, you know? The kids are probably in that age where they got the friends and the sports, and you just let them go.
And they're, they do all that, and they're like, but how is life? Have you been recognized out in Cincinnati yet? I don't know how you wouldn't recognize Joe Flacco, 6'7", just a monster of a man, which I was having a weird sidebar conversation. I don't know, outside of Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco, who spins it sexier. Mahomes throws it, right? Allen throws it. They're all arm. But like when I watched Flacco just carve up Pittsburgh the other night, the just tight spin and the flick of that wrist.
I understand what you're saying. I get that.
And
yeah.
Rodgers was that peak where he would just roll out. And it was just like a little like, blip, and it would just
aesthetically
fling it out there. Very.
I think
like,
the answer's Rodgers, though.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean, it was sexy. And like Flacco has that where.
For sure. Effortless.
Yeah, like Peyton's balls were ugly. Here we are. Mahomes doesn't throw a very pretty ball all the time either. Like every once in a while, you'll see the slow-mo of like, I think it was in Cleveland a couple years ago when Travis caught the touchdown between like the two arms and like you could just see it like whistling in there. But
I wonder how much of that though is because you slowed it down and you get to see that, because you're right about that. A lot of the times you see it like wobbling and like that doesn't look that tight, but when you see it in real time, it looks great.
And they show those Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, just spin balls, and they're just like you can see that seam. Just like I don't know why that's a nerdy sports thing, but I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine about that. But you look at this Flacco situation, I thought it was kind of like, I don't know, personal for like a lot of people can relate to this because I think a lot of our listeners, at least I know a lot of them, are family men, family women that have kids. You guys are both in relationships, married, 2 kids, engaged, eventually probably will have kids. And obviously me, no kids, no family, no nothing. But I can also say that when I hear my friends talk or I go hang out with my friends, their kids are around, I'm like, that's kind of cool your kids do that. Like I got a buddy whose daughter is a stud and she's just an athlete. She's, it's fun to hear him talk about how, they're in volleyball right now. And right now the transition is we're done with the underhand serve. We're going to overhand. And if you can overhand serve at 8 years old in volleyball, massive advantage. His daughter can do it. And my buddy Brian talks about it all the time. He's like, yeah, like in practice, okay, last week you got 5 over. Now we're going to try to get 7. And you hear that and you're like, man, that'd be cool to be like a coach dad. Or like, even though you say like, soccer practice, it'd be awesome. But in the same point,
no, it is awesome.
There's also the point of having of like, man, Dusty can literally just like go down to the local restaurant, sit at a bar, have a couple brews, eat dinner in peace, not be judged, not be told like what's on the agenda, but like it can be both.
It can be. And I will say that because there's a couple of things that I want to touch on from that one. Seeing your kids have success and do their thing, there's nothing better in life. I never realized what that was like until you watch, right? It's the coolest thing ever to watch them grow, to watch them mature,
and you
to
see
watch
some
them.
of you in them.
Yeah, hopefully less, But my oldest is very much like me. Like we went to dinner last night and my wife's like, you two just gang up on me every single time we're together. I go,
high five.
That's right. Exactly. I know that's kind of been our thing. It's our bonding thing. But, just watching them have success, watching them do their sports, watching them do what they love, watching them go through sometimes trouble and kind of coaching them through that and helping them through, some tough situations. And so it really is, it's awesome being a father. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like today, we got, boys JV soccer, watch my daughter cheerlead. I'll be sitting out there at ODAC watching the cheerleaders, me and like 5 other parents, and we're sitting there watching the cheerleaders. Don't care about the game. You're watching your kid and you smile every time because it's just so enjoyable to watch. And the other thing about eating alone, my youngest daughter, every time she sees somebody at a restaurant alone, she starts crying and she feels really, really bad. And she's like, oh my God, I want to go up and talk to that person. I feel bad, especially if they're old. And I get that way too. I was kind of that way as a kid. I would see an old person eating and I would always be like, oh my God, I feel so bad. And then as you get older and you start to realize like maybe that's that person's 20 minutes of peace for the day. And they get the opportunity to do that. And they just need that 20 minutes, 25 minutes alone eating a meal. And that's their escape from reality. Because when they leave that restaurant, it's back to the 3 kids. It's back to your wife. It's back to work. It's back to all that stuff. And some people do kind of just look forward to that and being by themselves. I'm not a go out by myself guy, but I do like my alone time. Like that 1 to 3 p.m. spot for me is before the kids get home and before everything starts taking off for the night. That's the sweet spot. I need those 2 hours. I am an introvert by nature. And I was having a conversation with Dusty the other day. He's like, you all right? I'm like, it's just this introvertedness that I have that I need to get kind of going in the morning, and sometimes I'm down, and sometimes I go through a little bit of depression as well, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for anybody. I'll live my life on the air all I want and tell everybody, I deal with the mental struggle every day like everybody else does. It's not easy, right? And so I heard Joe Flacco say that. I'm like, he just needed 20 minutes of peace and quiet, man. I totally understand that.
Yeah, it always reminds me of the quote from Something About Mary, where he's like, you have a beautiful wife and kids. Well, Jesus Christ, Ted, if you love him so much, take him.
But it's true. As much as you love your wife and your kids and all that, everybody needs that little bit of break. Everybody needs that alone time to recharge that social meter. And I found out more about who I am over the last couple of years than I've ever had in my entire life. Like, it took me 45 years to realize I am an introvert. I am. I going into a room with a lot of people in there, I'm like, oh God, it's not a great thing for me, right? This is my outlet. This is the ability for me to relieve that introverted pressure. And so I think there are more people like that, especially people who perform like football players. There are a lot of guys that are just very quiet, and people are like, is that guy a jerk? No, he's just exhausted, man. Like, he's out there performing and playing sports and doing all that kind of stuff. The last thing he wants to do is go off the field and continue that kind of performance as well. And so God love Joe Flacco for making it okay for everybody to just kind of hang out by themselves for a while.
Yeah, especially as the QB, like, us when we're on radio, we're on. You got to be on for those. He's the quarterback at practice. He's on. He's the leader in the game. Like, he's the guy. So, yeah, it makes sense, man. You got to value your alone time.
I think moral of the story, to go back to Joe Flacco, is I think I'm a fan of Joe Flacco.
I am too.
I think he's just a dude. Like, and I think at times, like, we get blinded by these athletes, right? Where we see, oh, these athletes are in a different world. Like last night, Scadaboo's in New York wearing the Brunson jersey, and I'm like, I bet that guy just slayed last night in Madison Square Garden. Whereas, like, Joe Flacco, you're like, he was starstruck by Jamar Chase. He was self-deprecating, just being like, I didn't know what plays they were calling. I was just going to be like, oh, yeah, that sounds familiar. I'll just make sure that number one's open. I'll throw him the ball 17 times.
So let me ask you, why is that a problem? Why are we making things harder in the NFL?
And then
overthinking.
And then there he is sounding like a dad at the podium, like, yeah, my kids and my wife are there. I love them. I miss them. I'd love to be there at dinner, but damn, dude, every once in a while, a couple beers and a meal by myself is pretty damn nice.
Yes, it is. It's pretty nice.
Somebody says, I have 6 kids and a wife. I trade them all for a pack of cigarettes.
6 is a lot, brother. Like that. 3's a lot, man. 3's a lot.
Well, it's funny, too, because one of my buddies, he has 5 kids. And he'll have everyone, he does a daddy-daughter date with all of them, or the ones that are old enough. And he'll take one out. He'll come over and, hit the garage. He'll be like, man, I'll tell you what. Just having one of the kids is so much easier. And I'm like,
it is.
Yeah, dude. It's like, but no.
I'm doing that this weekend with my oldest. We're flying to Denver to eat In-N-Out Burger because she said she was craving it. And I'm like, well, we actually have a free day. And look, I've been emotional since, I don't know when. I got 2 years left, dude. I got 2 years left with my oldest. I've got 3 years left with my youngest. And that time is going fast. And I'm having a very difficult time dealing with that. And so my daughter said, I'm craving In-N-Out Burger. I got on the, the United's website. I'm like, all right, fine. Round trip's pretty cheap to go in and out for the day to Denver. Don't have to get a hotel. We're going to go eat In-N-Out Burger and fly back. I mean, like, those are the type of things. So your friend saying that story, that's awesome. You do those one-on-one things. And we've kind of done that this week. We took my youngest to Maloney's for dinner on Monday, where she's going to be working when she turns 15. Took my oldest last night to Nick the Greek, which is a fantastic place. Just that kind of that one-on-one time is so very, very important.
We tried to tell you when Mahomes was plus 1,000 to take him for MVP, right? Now he's plus 185. We said the same thing about Wembanyama.
20 points last night. My goodness. The bigs are back, baby.
He was plus 1,000 when we were doing the show yesterday for MVP. Mac, do you remember what I told you what he is this morning?
Yeah, plus 300.
Oh,
That's
my
right.
God, it dropped that much. That's like Chiefs odds, dudes. Like seriously. Oh, Daniel's not playing 11.5 Chiefs.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact,
that guy's Wemby's better than I thought.
He has the same odds right now as Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Plus 300.
A 3-time MVP.
Yeah,
the
who
22
plays tonight.
Yes.
But I mean, Wemby's,
oh, dude, it was
never
nuts.
seen anything like it. It's like Shohei.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar.
It's very similar. Even with Shohei, at least you have a Babe Ruth, like something, even though it's ancient to go back. Like, there is nothing that we've seen like Wemby.
Will he
ever.
be better than Giannis?
I think he has a...
If he stays healthy, I worry about his, he's so thin.
If he stays healthy, he has a chance to be the greatest.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Better than Jordan?
I truthfully believe that.
I think
yes.
you take bigs and guards that way.
You judge them differently? Is that what you're saying?
I think they're two different classes.
Well, they're playing the same sport.
That's fair.
But we don't judge quarterbacks and running backs the same way.
Or pitchers and batters.
And pitchers and hitters the same way. I don't disagree. I like kind of separating that out a little bit.
Their responsibilities are different, I would say. I would say guard and centers, a lot, especially in today's NBA, it's very fluid. But
which is why the NBA is very entertaining right now. We've had 2 nights of it, and I've been locked in.
I think Cooper Flagg should go back to college.
And with that, we have Bob and have some information on an offensive lineman coming up on the other side that got hurt last week. what his status could be for this week moving forward for a Monday night game, plus another injury-prone team plays Kansas City. We'll get into all that on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is Trent McDuffie, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Smokehouse Barbecue love this time of year. I love this time of year as well. We're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving, and you know they're going to have those smoked turkeys this year for Thanksgiving. My mother's been talking about it for now at least a month, where she's ready for that turkey for Thanksgiving. And if you're ready for that turkey, you're ready for everything that Smokehouse Barbecue has to offer, because they are the flat-out best when it comes to barbecue in Kansas City. You're going to get their delicious burnt ends, their unbelievable baby back ribs. That's what you're going to get when you tailgate and when you cater with Smokehouse Barbecue. And then you're going to dine in. And I want you to try their barbecue tacos. They are unbelievable tacos at Smokehouse Barbecue. You can get those, and you can get what I like right now is the pulled chicken sandwich. It's tossed in that Cajun butter sauce on a brioche bun with some coleslaw and a side of those hickory pit beans that cook under the brisket for the final few hours to give them a flavor that nobody else can beat. So check out Smokehouse Barbecue at one of their 3 locations in Independence, Gladstone, and Zona Rosa. And don't forget to dine in on Tuesday nights, because kids are going to eat for $1.99 when the parents buy a meal. Check them out at smokehousebbq.com. You can place all of your catering orders there as well. Get ready for the holidays, get ready for tailgating, whatever you need. Smokehouse Barbecue has you covered at smokehousebbq.com. For over 35 years, locally owned and family operated, it's Smokehouse Barbecue.
Football season is big beef season. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution and taste the steaks, burgers, and even Wagyu hot dogs that are changing the way America eats beef. Booth Creek has 2 convenient locations at 95th and Knoll and 135th and Metcalf, where they sample mouth-watering Wagyu every day. And their beef experts will lead you to the perfect cut. And now, Booth Creek is offering same-day delivery. Perfect for last-minute gatherings when you need Wagyu fast. Now available in-store, online, and same-day delivery. BoothCreekWagyu.com.
Ready, set, Ford. That's what Shawnee Mission Ford is all about, bringing meaning to Ready, Set, Ford. Hey, it's Gold. You know I've been driving a new vehicle thanks to my friends over at Shawnee Mission Ford for over a month now, and they offer their customers the largest discounts on every new vehicle, along with aggressive rebates and top trade-in value. And maybe you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle. You're in luck as well, with over 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from at prices and terms well within any budget. Shawnee Mission Ford is on a mission to do more.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
BetMGM is inviting you to charge the field this pro football season. Existing BetMGM customers can have a ball without having to sweat. Log into your account to get a pro football no sweat token. Apply the token to your next pro football bet. If you lose with the token attached, you'll get your stake back in bonus bets. That's right, with a no sweat token, you get your stake back in bonus bets if you don't win. There's nothing like a fresh set of downs. And that's just what BetMGM is offering if you don't win with a no-sweat token. Find your favorite matchup and be part of the action. Make this pro football season one for the ages. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Boostin' Barbecue this Friday and Saturday at Flying H Drag Strip. Online at boostinbarbecue.com.
The fastest cars, burnouts, car show, barbecue competition, and Chris Jansen live Saturday night. Boostin' Barbecue this Friday and Saturday at Flying H Drag Strip in Odessa. Kids 12 and under free. Tickets at boostandbarbecue.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this. Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
On the Missouri side, 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. I-70 westbound from 470 into downtown, 15 minutes. Kansas side, 70 eastbound from 435 to 670 is an 11-minute drive. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back in it on a Thursday here on Fescoe and Dusty with Mac Morey as well. Ben Maller, Nate Taylor later on in the show today as we gear up for a Monday night matchup. Yesterday about, noon, 11:30. Marcus Mariota will be the starting quarterback. And then, of course, Pro Football Talk had to make their most pointless tweet in the world.
Unbelievable. That guy can go kick rocks, seriously. And I even tweeted at Mike Florio yesterday. I mean, the last time the Chiefs didn't make the AFC Championship game, they lost to Marcus Mariota. Yeah, a generation ago, Mike.
And the starting quarterback for the Chiefs was?
Alex Smith. Okay. Yeah, and I had somebody even reach out to me yesterday on Twitter. They go, my son was born. Oh, it was Alex Gold's nephew, was born that day. He's 8. It doesn't matter.
What a life. So, yeah, that was the news yesterday that we were told in about 17 seconds it spread like a wildfire, and it was the fact that Marcus Mariota will be the quarterback for the Washington Commanders on Monday night. The Chiefs then went from, I want to say it was like they went from